So the purge continues. I was reading with interest this morning that the head of the Stasi, the Home Secretary, I should say, the Home Secretary, Eva Cooper, is going to have a sprint against extremism. Well, I wonder what sort of extremism she's really going to be sprinting against. And I can guess, and I think we can all guess. I don't think it's going to be sprinting against the misogyny, homophobia, xenophobia and supremacism that is found within certain mosques in the United Kingdom, that's found within that anything between 30 and 40% of Muslims that have been polled in recent years that want Sharia law in the UK. I don't think she's going to be sprinting against that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am, though. I think she's going to be sprinting against Judeo-Christian values, because the reality is that the Labour Party and the wokerati around them in the media, in the civil service, in the elite institutions, in the police, in the judiciary, as we've seen in the past week, are diametrically opposed to everything that's good. And this is really becoming a battle between good and evil. And I think we can safely say that I know which side the Labour Party on, and I know which side we're on. And I go back to that Bible verse time and time again. We're not wrestling with flesh and blood, but with powers and principalities, with spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what we're up against. This is a spiritual battle. This is a battle between good and evil. And I'm getting to the stage, to be honest with you, where if I'm doing a video and there's an atheist attacking and criticizing what I'm saying, I'm just not really interested in interacting with that, because I know what I'm saying is right and I know what I'm saying is true. But that's not the issue of this video. There's a lot of good atheists who understand exactly what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. You know, there's the odd one that's a bit cranky about it. But the reality is, we've got to, all of us, realize that this is a battle between good and evil, whether you believe or you don't believe. And as time goes on, we're going to find that more and more we're getting pushed into a corner and oppressed. So what do? How do we fight back against that? We keep telling the truth, and we tell the truth more. We have debates with people, have debates with family members, we have debates with friends. We gently bring people along this road. And I had the pleasure a few weeks ago of meeting Jordan Peterson, and he said this, there was a group of us, he said this to the group, he said, tread lightly. In other words, don't go in all guns blazing and blasting people with what you know, because a lot of people are still very much asleep and need to be woken up. The other thing I would suggest, and this is, I can say this because it's a Sunday, read the Bible. Get the Bible, sit down and read it slowly, prayerfully, even if you're not a believer. Just open the Bible and start reading it and praying. If you're an atheist, that'd be a really good idea. And at least if you come out of it at the end still an atheist, and you still want to attack Judeo-Christian ethics, which is basically what atheism does, then that's up to you. Then you've got to decide which side you're on. But read the Bible and find a good church that preaches the gospel. Again, they're in the Church of England, there maybe is a bit of a rarity, but there are ones out there. Do the research in your local area. Find some gospel hall or some church that genuinely preaches the gospel and cares for people. Start going to it. Because we all need that strength in our lives. We need that spiritual strength. I lost it for a lot of years, and thankfully in the past few months I've been getting back there. It's not easy, but it makes a massive difference in your life. And if you're going to stand against evil, the only way to stand against evil is with God in your corner. So that's a little Sunday message, but I think it's important that we realize that when we're in this struggle, that this is not just pushing back against the government. This is pushing back against very, very dark satanic powers that are controlling the government, controlling the institutions, and controlling much of the global system. So that's what we're up against. And we win in the end. We know that because that's what the Bible tells us. But it's also going to be a very difficult and a very tough struggle. And the only way that you can do this is with the power of God in your life, with the power of the Holy Spirit driving you and motivating you. Do it. Try and do it any other way. You'll run out of steam and you'll run into the buffers. That's what I found out. So I'm speaking from experience. So get back to God, get back to the Bible, get back to church, and keep fighting the good fight, and in the end, we do win. See you all soon.